Hey, hey. All right. So Leos, welcome back. Let's go ahead and jump on into a storytelling where, as you can see, we've got kind of a backdrop behind me that's all watercolor. And so when you paint with watercolor, you know, the space that you leave white is every bit as important as what you're going to actually be painting. So you think about it in two ways. Arguably, sometimes it's more important that you think first about the blank space, right? So that's what I wanted to focus on in this storytelling, is what is in the blank space. So it's not about what we do see in front of us, what we do know, what is visible. It's about what's kind of the opposing aspect of it, what is unknown, what is unseen, what is unfilled. So it's kind of like looking into the mystery, okay? So we have cleaning house, and we have unexpected visitors. Well, what is not seen is, and really I think of this as the motive, right? Why does somebody suddenly feel like I should arrange some stuff? Maybe somebody's starting to be nesting, or they all of a sudden got this little wild hair that I want to clean the closet. I want to dust this out. I want to, take a run to, like a thrift store and donate some stuff that's been, clogging up my entire hallway. I don't know why I feel like refreshing the guest bedroom. It may be because there's a sense that someone is perhaps headed our way. That's an exciting message. What is this all about? Does our Leo have a motivation to prepare something? Now, I also want to keep this not so much in the tangible physical interpretation of somebody who's cleaning their house, but the house could represent our mind and our heart. Someone could be like purging some old cobwebs of their memory, dusting it out, refreshing their mindset, almost like someone who is saying, you know what, I've just realized I really am healed. I don't hurt anymore over an ex. I've deleted all those old messages and texts. It really isn't a part of my world anymore. I'm recognizing that, God, I feel good. I feel like, and there could be something symbolic apparently is our new word today, symbolic of the way our Leo character might be. Maybe there's something that they do for themselves and they haven't done it in a really long time, but they're feeling so much better. And this is kind of an act of, how people like to, if you climb to the top of a mountain and you stand there in your power pose, and have yourself a little air bath, it's like, oh my gosh, I feel so empowered. I made it to the top of the mountain. Maybe this is even a situation like that where Leo has, heck, it could be somebody who has a favorite spot that they go hiking or walking. When they get to the top of this one location, that's always where they tend to like use that as their like sacred space, where they release things, they surrender things. I'm going to go to the top of the mountain and leave something up there. That's how I unburden myself. That's where I sit and I meditate for a second, or whatever it is that I do to just say, today I release these final memories and I feel cleansed and I feel like I've purged, whatever. It could be something symbolic that is all to help our Leo connect with the idea that they are mentally, emotionally releasing some kind of thought process. So that could be the cleaning house. But again, why are they doing it? They don't even know why, but it may be because we have an unexpected visitor on the way. Now, unexpected visitor could be new thoughts, could be a human being, could be Leo's about to meet someone, maybe the love of their life. So they need to be in a beautiful, cleansed headspace, heart space. And I mean, this could be somebody is doing any kind of cleansing you can imagine, cleansing their aura, dusting their aura off. They could be getting themselves aligned. They could be, whatever they do. They work with crystals. They eat nutritious food. They take a salt bath. They, practice some deep Hera breathing. They, whatever. It could be a spiritual practice or a physical practice, or whatever this is. I feel like our Leo character is prepping. Queen of Swords, Three of Cups, Death card. Well, we didn't change that storyline very much, did we? Our Leo has shifted into, like, I have clarity of thought. I'm not emotionally driven. I'm very honest with myself. I have great boundaries up. I feel very much in control of the situation. I am ready to laugh, genuinely laugh, without any sorrows in the back of my mind. If I'm going to go out on a date with somebody new, I'm not going to secretly still have that little piece of me that's dying inside going, I can't help it. I still wish that the person across the table from me, smiling at me, conversing with me, I wish it was my ex's voice talking to me right now. I wish it was their smile I was seeing. That is not at all who our Leo is. They have made a definitive break from their past. Oh, this is so exciting. I think that this is happening first symbolically, and then it's happening in the 3D as well. Nine of Wands. How perfect. Leo is the warrior. We do have a female lion here roaring. This is that wounded warrior who is back. I am back. I am ready to enjoy life again, take charge of life again. I'm doing it. I am me again. I feel like I've regained myself. Somebody might have on like a funny like blend of like, this is almost like a rocker chick combined with like a soft feminine summery dress. Someone puts together some pretty wild colors too, right? The purples and the yellows. And we've got kind of, this reminds me like the pattern on the top of the dress almost reminds me of like a geode or something, like the pattern of a geode. Very specific, very interesting. So I don't know if somebody could also be like a representation of like somebody wears like a green something around the heart chakra. I feel like somebody who really likes color. So they might be very attuned or very into like the chakras and balancing chakras. Yellow is all about willpower, but then the heart chakra. And then down here with the purple, we do have some of the like third eye and crown chakra kind of showing up, kind of blending together a little bit. And then to have this Six of Swords, this is continuously telling us, it took our Leo a little while for, I feel like the tortoise and the hare that we see on this, Leo was saying that they were over things before their emotions were really over it. But until our emotions are over something, we didn't go anywhere, right? Until we really don't hurt over something anymore or still pine for something, I don't think we're really ready. So our body can race ahead and say, I'm single, blah, blah, blah. But if our heart still hurts over something and we're like kind of stewing in memories and sorrows, and then it doesn't matter how far away we run, we're still not done with something, right? Leo's really done. The tortoise is meeting with the hare now. You notice that we actually have, my heart feels the same way that my body does. I identify as single, and guess what? I'm single in body, mind, and spirit. I got me back. So this is the day that the Leo realizes they got themselves back. This is a very special day. This is a very uplifting day. This is a very powerful day. So what does that mean? This is so exciting. Okay. Leo is perhaps, they are picking back up where they left off. Now, Leo is also, they've got a little treasure trove. This is a squirrel that's, got this lovely little nest that he can store nuts with the Four of Pentacles. It's holding on. It's also holding back, or it's taking a look at, what do I have in my storage trunk over here? What kinds of thoughts, what kinds of pieces of my life did I maybe put on hold while I was still in the midst of healing? Let me take a look at what's in there. And let me add to it. Let me start focusing on some things that I really want to prepare. I feel like this Leo has some very exciting, they almost forgot that they have half-finished projects, or that they have things. They didn't forget. I take that back. We just got the High Priestess in the reverse. This Leo never forgot that they had already begun some probably pretty big plan for their life, but for a while, it wasn't at the forefront of their mind. So instead it got tucked over here on the side, and maybe they even thought, maybe if a lover returns to me, then that would change the outcome of my life. So I actually stopped building the dream that I had for myself as a single individual, because I was leaving space in case a person from my past returned, and then we were going to, like buy a house together, build a house together. It was something to do with nesting is what I would have said. This Leo is actually back on track. And I think that they're realizing a really important message here, which is, truth be told, I never, even if I had an ex return to my life, I would never really have not wanted to still pursue the way I want my life to go. Although perhaps I paused and I said, well, if, I don't want to buy a house until I have a partner with me, because we might want to do it together. Maybe that person's coming back into my life at some point. So I put all my my dreams on hold. But if I'm really raw, real, and honest with myself, you know what? I have always had a strong sensation that I have this vision that I've been saving up for maybe my whole life. And I don't want to say that it's a house. I want to say it's a quality of life. I'm just using the house as an example. It's the world that we want to live in. Leo has actually always had an idea of what their world should look like. I should be this successful. I should have this kind of a career path. I should have this kind of a home to live in. I should live this way, you know, whatever they want. I don't know if somebody wants to live in one location or if they never want to put down roots anywhere and they want to bounce around and be a traveler. Whatever the Leo's dream for their life has been, whatever life purpose they've had, they did kind of put it on hold, but in truth, in the rawest, realest part of themselves. And this is an important message in this, because when the High Priestess goes into the reverse, this is when the subtle, I'll say intuitive knowledge is now not subtle. It's blasting. It's like we just turn volume up to 11 and it is throbbing that awesome music in our ears. And it's like, oh my gosh, why was I trying to muffle it? It's like Leo had earmuffs on for a while saying, well, you know, I should just put my dreams on hold because I'm not really sure what's going to happen with this other person. Now that I've healed from it, it's like I took my earmuffs off and oh my God, how did I ever think that this wasn't still supposed to be my life path? This other plan that I had prior to meeting that romantic partner that things went belly up with. I don't know. I feel very much like this was healing and releasing some kind of partnership because the Leo is now ready to engage with others, Three of Cups, celebrate, be around other people. It just kind of feels like I would argue that relationships that go south have some of the greatest potential to like really knock us off of our, you know, confidence and our life path and all kinds of things, because it really sucks the wind out of your sails. But any kind of loss does. And to me, like a loss of a relationship can be every bit as, you know, raw and painful as any other form of loss of a relationship, you know, whether it's like the death of a relationship, really letting go of something there's a huge mourning process. And then finally you get unburdened and then finally you feel lighter. And, you know, it's a process. That's how I would say this. So the Leo is on the other side of that process. And that is bringing them knowledge that is, you know what, I'm right where I left off. Before I met that person, I had a plan and I was saving up and I was making my life. Guess what? I'm picking that right back up where I left off, but louder than before, more confident than before, more sure than ever that this was my path all along. So they basically took a detour in a romance that didn't work out. Tell me a little bit more about this. Oh my gosh. Leos, I don't want this to get too long, but it's a real fun one. This is super exciting. Wow. Leos. We've got a Wheel of Fortune. First off, I'm looking at the yin yang mostly as the Leo being totally embracing both their divine masculine and divine feminine sides. I think that we have a Leo who recognizes there are some parts of my life that I'm probably never going to like surrender and be like, oh, well, I'm going to get off my life path and be willing to contemplate living a totally different life than what I've ever wanted if I were to meet somebody, and I would just throw away all of my plans and just submerge myself into their life. I don't think Leo will ever do that. And I wonder if this Leo was realizing now in retrospect, wow, I was almost ready to surrender everything that I've ever wanted in order to make it work with another person should they return to my life. I think that Leo is like, I think I was conceding way too much. I'm more in balance with myself now. I know what my real path is, and I know that the right person for me will probably fit on that real path, and they'll enhance that path. And if we change, it's because we're growing together, not because I have to abandon what I was planning in order to totally change and be living exclusively in someone else's world that they want to build, you know? I think that's what it comes across to me as. It's a very interesting message. And we do have like a magnifying glass here. And it's Leo is standing between the World and the Fool card, and they're smack dab in the middle of it going, I realize I am living my fullest life now. The universe has it's like they're patting Leo on the back saying, job well done. You got it. You know right where you're supposed to be. Things are going to move forward now rapidly for you. that Four of Wands life that you want, the thing that really suits you, you're going to wind up with that, Leo, because you're not just back on a path, but you've comprehended this. You understand why that other relationship didn't work, why that would have taken you off or too far away from who you authentically are. Now you got it all sorted out. You're looking for the relationship that actually complements your real soul, so that you don't have to surrender your own likes, dislikes, your soul, your life purpose in order to change everything. I'm wondering if whatever that relationship was that was really hard for Leo to surrender, I'm wondering though if it was basically like all encompassing, if it was just taking Leo's energy, Leo's power, and just squashing it. To have this Four of Wands here, this lifestyle that Leo is going to end up in, this is, I don't know if somebody has like a really exciting life, because we have kind of like the entrance to a circus, and we have all kinds of celebratory, fireworks, and this is everything from the relationship of a lifetime. The kind of person that we want to marry could be extremely fun, extremely like a Renaissance man or woman, somebody who has all kinds of different skill sets, someone who has curiosity and talents and is exciting. I think that Leo has always wanted a life that would be lived beside a partner. And again, it doesn't have to be a partner, okay? It could, not everybody chooses to get into romances, and that's cool too. But I'm just saying that whomever Leo's energy connects with is going to like match Leo's vibe, their intensity, how brightly they shine, the laughter, the love, the enjoyment, and the curiosity. I think that Leo is someone who never wanted life to be dull, but they also didn't want drama. They wanted to be dazzled by the mysteries of life and the beautiful things that happen. And I want to go see this, and I'm curious to go watch that. And I want to go to aquariums and figure out about undersea life. And I want to learn about space, and I want to learn how to do fireworks. Maybe I've always wanted to be one of those fireworks setters, or do pyrotechnics, or, maybe that's what somebody does for a living. That's highly specific, but, there's all kinds of aspects about like, I want to live a life that's exciting with a partner that's exciting. Not meaning adrenaline high, but like curiosity and lust for life and learning and excitement. That's what Leo is ending up with. And it's coming in fast. Can we get any message about who that person is? If that is, I think it's more about Leo's life, but we've got a Six of Cups in the reverse. Ooh, so they ended something too. If this is about a person, they have sorry, I don't know why I said Six of Cups. It's the Lover's card. I just keep looking at the six. The Lover's card in the reverse, along with the Six of Swords. Whomever this person is, it could be a Gemini, but they ended a relationship with someone who probably didn't actually suit them, just like Leo had ended a relationship with a lifestyle that didn't suit them. Let's put it that way. Whomever this person is, whomever this Four of Wands person is, they, by the way, they may have a cat, but they have moved on with the guidance of the universe and left behind. They're not pining for an ex-lover either. They are so ready for, oh, look at this. They are so ready for a new beginning, and truly a new beginning with that Ace of Pentacles with a soulmate. So this person believes in love. They believe in bonding with someone who genuinely mirrors their soul. They want to actually have a genuine bond. So I'm guessing this person ran a parallel life to what Leo experienced. Yep, I was with the wrong person. We were not good together. Maybe this person even didn't treat them very well. Sometimes the reason we've got this card here is because somebody chose someone other than the individual in question. So it could be that they got cheated on, they got left out in the cold. Whatever this was, they were able to emotionally move on, and they want to start fresh, but they didn't give up on love. They believe in love. This is an amazing partner because they are the exact match for our Leo's energy. They too want something positive. They too got over their past. So it's a soulmate that returns into Leo's world, but I believe it's a new individual. All right, guys, I'm going to leave that there. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. If you do enjoy the channel and my fictional storytelling, please give it a thumbs up. Please do subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.